Hello and good day, everyone, and good evening. Welcome to another episode podcast of Health, Wellness, and Food by Rain Rabs. We hope you all are enjoying our podcast, and thanks for all the feedback and the suggestions that you all present to us. And we hopefully would present it in some of our future podcasts. We appreciate it. And today we are going to bring you another topic, health topic, on a wonderful herb, sweet, lovely basil. Right into talking about this sweet, lovely herb basil. Now, I know we use it in pizzas, pastas, and it flavors our food so well, but we don't know the underlying health benefits that this beautiful plant does or this beautiful plant has. Now, whether it's used dried or fresh, basil's sharp aroma and spicy flavor is a pleasure to the nose as well as our palates. Now, when you treat yourself to basil, you also may be treating yourself to important health benefits. There are substances in this herb that can help calm your stomach, and even researchers believe play a role in preventing cancer. Now, one thing that basil can do is help keep our cells healthy. Research is still preliminary, but laboratory studies suggest that compounds found in basil may help disrupt the dangerous chain of events that can lead to the development of cancer. In one study, actually in India, they used some animals that were given basil extract, while animals in the second group were given only their usual diets. Now, after about 15 days, animals given the extract had higher levels of enzymes that are known to deactivate cancer-causing substances in your body. Now, basil's ability to prevent cancerous changes was linked not to one particular compound in the herb, but instead to several compounds in basil working together. Now, let's jump right into another health benefit, which is basil is an excellent digestive aid. Now, no one's sure exactly why basil appears to soothe stomach upsets. One possible explanation is the compound called eugenol. This compound, which is found in basil, has been shown to help ease muscle spasms. Now, when you're having a stomach ache, you might have stomach, which is cramps, which is called by spasms. This could explain why basil appears to help ease gas and stomach cramps. To make a soothing tea, now we want to share with you a simple recipe. To make a soothing basil tea, you want to pour a half cup boiling water over 1 to 2 teaspoons of dry basil. Let the brew steep for 15 minutes, then strain and serve. People who frequently have gas may benefit by drinking 2 to 3 cups a day between meals. Now let's talk about getting the most out of your basil. Now you want to mix it up sometimes. Now, while many fresh foods are more nutritious than dried counterparts, basil is good in both ways. Now, if you want to pick it straight from the garden and eat it, go ahead, be my guest. And also, if you want to dry it, that's even good. Now, you want to look for labels that only say organic basil from a trusted source. We typically dry our own basil. Very easy to grow, take care of inside of your house, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now, 1 teaspoon of dried ground basil contains more essential minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, and potassium than 1 tablespoon of fresh snip leaves. On the other hand, ground basil has a larger surface area exposed to the environment, which can accelerate the natural breakdown of its beneficial components. Your best bet, researchers say, is to make liberal use of both forms of the herbs, dried and fresh. Now, another useful tip is that you want to store your basil carefully. Exposing dried basil to heat, light, or air for long periods of time will cause many of the protective compounds to break down, so you want to make sure you store your basil correctly. To extract the most healing power, it's important to store basil in a cool, dark place, preferably in a glass or metal container. Now, we have a lot more to talk about on basil. Like, this podcast goes in and out from different foods, and In future episodes, we'll have like a mesh of different health benefits. We also have shorts on this channel that display some health benefits, the top 5 health benefits of each herb, plant, fruit, vegetable. So take a look at our shorts on that. Let's jump right into a food that maybe a lot of people might not like, but is so incredibly healthy. Now, we are talking about beets. Now, beets have healing powers by God's grace. Now, it can help protect against cancer and prevent, I know a lot of people didn't know this, and it can help prevent birth defects. Now, beets help give cancer the red flag. Folk medicine is full of stories about using beets and beet juice for fighting cancer. Though much more research needs to be done, some scientists suspect that the compounds that give beets their rich crimson color is also a powerful tumor-fighting agent. Now, a lot of people didn't know this, but beet juice is used in Europe for the treatment of cancer. The pigment found in beets may have anti-cancer properties. In one study on beets' effectiveness against cancer, researchers test beet juice along with the juice of other vegetables and fruits against some common cancer-causing chemicals. Beet juice, and on the first hand, ranked close to the top in preventing cell mutations that commonly lead to cancer. Beets aren't as well. Now, a load of folate. If there's one nutrient that women often don't get enough of, it's the B vitamin folate. They just don't eat enough lentils, spinach, or other folate-rich foods to get the 400 micrograms of folate that they need each day. Now, they're talking about women. Meeting the daily requirement for folate is essential for normal tissue growth and perhaps for protecting against heart disease and certain cancers. Plus, doctors have found that folate is a pregnant woman's best friend because it helps protect against birth defects. Now, the reason why we bring in that is because beets are high in folate. They're really nutritious and good for pregnant women. Now, a half cup of boiled sliced beets contains 45 micrograms of folate, nearly 11% of the daily value. Another excellent benefit to beets is that it increases iron stores. Now, for providing iron, beets can't match such minerals powerhouses as lean beef, but if you're among the millions of Americans or people who are cutting back on meat or giving it up entirely, then boning up on beets is one way to go. Cook them lightly. Studies show that anti-tumor power of beets is diminished by heat, so cook them lightly to get the most effectiveness. Now, you could try the canned. Now, one of the neat things about beets is that they're nearly as nutritious out of a can as they are fresh from the ground. So you can enjoy the health benefits in and out of season. That'll be enough for today's podcast on health, wellness, and food. Now, if you all have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to ask us. For those who personally know us, they always PM us and let us know what they would like to know about certain foods. We do have a lot more, just to cram a little bit in these little episode podcasts. We will make one in the future. We will make our podcast longer. But today, I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next episode. Inshallah.